Very good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining. A warm welcome again here from Hilton Munich Airport. We are delighted to welcome you virtually at one of Europe's busiest airport hotels. And today we'd like to show you why we are the perfect partner to organize your conferences, meetings, and events with. Let me introduce you to your wonderful hosts and guides today. My name is Anne, and I'm the commercial manager here at Hilton Munich Airport. I will be joined today by our fantastic general manager, Markus Hussler, by our amazing food and beverage manager, Martin Kleinfeld, and by my amazing colleagues from our commercial team here at the hotel. Katarina Klein, our director of sales, Katarina Jandikova, sales coordinator, Julia Di Modugno, our Director of Conference and Event Sales, as well as Lisa Großhans, who's Senior Sales Executive with us. Sit back, relax, and let us take you on a tour. You have all been muted, so in case of any questions, I would like to ask you to use the chat box, and we will come back to your questions at the end of the tour and aim to answer them all. So for now, I will hand over to Markus and Katarina, who will welcome you from our atrium.
So good afternoon and welcome to the Hilton Munich Airport. My name is Markus Hussler. I'm the general manager in this wonderful property since meanwhile 2 years. And we have the pleasure today to show you in a virtual tour what we did actually in the last 12 months. We did use those 12 months to reinvest in our product and to create a lot of new things. First of all, it's very important to mention that we created two new best-in-class hygiene concepts, the Hilton Clean Stay and the Event Red program, which guarantees you social distancing and disinfection programs within the entire hotel. In addition, we did a lot of renovation projects. We finished off our north wing with a wonderful executive lounge and an executive lounge terrace. We created, I'm just in front of the wonderful Mountain Hub social dining restaurant, an outstanding F&B concept, which is ready for you as of now. In the middle of our atrium where we are standing now, I think it's very important to mention that we are allowed to host 1,200 guests in this bright, sunny atrium. And in Munich, springtime is starting, and we also have the pleasure to announce that our East Wing is under full renovation, and as of summer this year, we can present to you 362 brand new rooms with a wonderful Mountain Hub concept. We also used the time to renovate our fitness and pool and recreation area, and for us it's a really pleasure to show you around into our new concepts, our new hotel. And as you see, we are located in the middle of the two terminals, Terminal 1 and Terminal 2, which is the international hub close to Munich in the Bavarian Alps. So we cannot wait to welcome you back to our wonderful hotel. And now I have the pleasure to hand over to my lovely colleague, Katarina Klein, who will further introduce another project.
Thank you, Markus. My name is Katarina and I'm the Director of Sales. Do you know that we have been assessed by the teams of healthcare-venues.com? So please be assured that we know what pharma compliance means and all the requirements for the hotel. You might know our spacious open atrium, which is only 99 steps away from the terminals with lots of natural daylight. That's why we tend to offer this for presentations for 1,200 people, including the outside garden areas. We have also implemented a huge event screen and a new sound system, which we also offering for our presentations. Before I would like to hand over now back to my colleague Anne, please be informed that hygiene and safety regulations are very important for us. That's why we always wear a facial mask and keep social distance. However, today my colleagues won't wear any masks due to the fact that the facilities are all closed and they are presenting the facilities by themselves. Now it's a pleasure to introduce you back to Anne. Thank you.
Thank you, Ina, and thank you, Markus. 2020 surely had its downs, but we were using the time most efficiently, and we started renovating our restaurant back in January 2020. So we've closed the doors just in time, and we were using the time as well, renovating the restaurant and opening it back in September last year. Marcus was already telling you a little bit about the rooms renovation. So we took the time to thoroughly plan and started renovating one part of the hotel back in November last year. And we're currently just wrapping up the renovations of our pool and fitness area. Talking about the renovation of our restaurant, I will now hand over to Martin and Kate, who will tell you more about the finished product.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Katarzyna Andiko. I'm a sales coordinator at the Hilton Munich Airport, and with me is my colleague Martin Kleifert, who is a food and beverage manager. And we are here to introduce you the Mountain Hub Social Dining Restaurant that we are currently in. We have implemented the Alpenstein that has been already implemented in our north wing rooms. You can see it with the selection of materials, the oak wood, leather, felt, also with the selection of decoration, which is the Watzmann relief and Zugspitze relief. Further, the flowers that comes from the local community. We are looking forward for our pharma clients. We have a special offer for them in terms of the food and beverage. We offer a dinner package that consists of 3-course menu or hot and cold buffet with 2 hours beverage allowance. And now I would like to give the microphone to my colleague, Martin.
Hey there, good afternoon. Nice to meet you all. That is basically the place where we, if you want to come around with your little camera, celebrating alpine hospitality, right? So the food and beverage concept in here is we are very looking into very seasonal, very regional items to really make a difference, to be sustainable and very innovative in here. So what we've done here in the restaurant is, for example, which is when you've got groups, very important as well, is the zoning in here. I closed a little bit to show you our curtains, so we can basically block off the whole restaurants in different zones. So you've got one party sitting in the back, close the curtains, and then have another party or our in-house guests in a different zone. So that is super cool, so that you have a little bit more privacy. As you can see, the restaurant is quite big. It's 160 seats in here. And now with COVID times, it showed us that we can really space out. Everybody has there plenty of space, even on the buffet, on the different aisles. Nobody is cramped, and everybody can find plenty of space and keep their distance. What we've done here with the restaurants the last couple of times, when we are allowed to open in October, we are super flexible in here with our chefs as well. We had buffets, then we were not allowed to have buffets as of legal restrictions. Then our chefs prepared everything in small little bowls. So we set everything, parties of 5s on the table, just to make sure everybody is happy and everybody's safe and everybody actually can experience our Mountain Hub experience in here, what we came up with. And I would be super delighted to see you very soon here in our new created restaurants, and see you then.
Thank you very much, Martin. Thank you very much, Kate. Well, as Martin said, we hope to welcome you soon in person so you can experience the delicious food yourself. Before I'll show you a little picture of it, at least, I wanted to come back to the zones Martin was mentioning. So here you can see a blueprint of the restaurant with the various sections. So you have a total of 160 to 180 spaces. You can divide the restaurant into various sections. We have the curtains, so you can close off the areas. So really, depending on the size of your group, you can customize the restaurant in the way you need it to be. So those are just a couple of impressions which you've seen on the live video. And this is a little touch of our culinary experience, which our executive head chef Giovanni and his team would be serving. Here's just a small selection of what we have on offer on the menu for you. So come with us on a culinary mountain hike and experience dishes like a charcuterie board on the left-hand corner, burrata with tomatoes and pesto, gnocchi with wild boar ragu, tagliarini with Bavarian prawns, and our mountain hut burger served with cheese from southern Bavaria. And while a mountain hike can obviously take some time, you will just be with me for a little longer. Just looking back on the pictures from our mountain hub restaurants, you can see the various parts. You can see the entrance on the left. You see the restaurant. You see a little buffet on the right-hand corner. And this is what you and your attendees can experience while you're here with us. Well, after such fantastic food, you might need a little break and it's time for a nap. Where to, you might ask? So let me hand over to Lisa, who will show you where your attendees can have a good night's rest.
A very warm welcome also from my side. I'm Lisa. I'm Senior CNE Sales Executive here at the Hilton Munich Airport. And now we are in the West Wing. As you can see, and some of you know, these are our old existing rooms. But today I want to show you our mock-up room, which is an example how our new refurbished rooms will look like. Here at the door, you can see our Hilton Clean Stay door seal, which means that the door is cleaned and disinfected just for you. So you are the first one who enters the room after cleaning. Come on in. As you can see in our room are a lot of natural materials. For example, the oak wood rack and the felt bank. On the floor, you can see the international flight connections from Munich to the world. If you have to work in the evening, here's a big round table for all your stuff. You can also relax at this cozy chair. What's really stunning in this room is that you can open the window. This is very unique for an airport hotel. So come on over to our big king-size bed. Here you can see an embroidery, which is made in Erding, where the Munich Airport is located. Here at the bed, we have a lot of modern technologies like USB 2 and USB 3 ports. You can also charge your phone inductive. Here at the bed, we have a night light. So when it's dark and you have to go to the bathroom, then you don't have to put on the big light. So come and follow me to the bathroom. On our way to the bathroom, we pass the mini bar where we have a lot of local products. For example, the Elbräu craft beer. Elbräu is a brewery which is located here at the Munich Airport. Also, we have the amenities coffee and tea, and an ironing board and iron. When we go over to the bathroom, you can see that here are also natural materials as stone on the floor and oak wood. The shower is really big so that large people have enough space under the rain shower. The mirror is heated, so even if you have a hot shower, you can always have a look at the mirror. After our refurbishment, we have 180 identical rooms from July 2021. And from July 2022, we have 350 identical standard rooms. So that's our mock-up room. And now over to Anne.
Thank you so much, Lisa. I cannot wait for the rooms renovation to be finished and to welcome our first guests to experience the finished product themselves. Here are just a couple of impressions what Lisa has shown you in real. And I just wanted to bring up the 10 most frequented touch points in hotel rooms once more for you to know that we're especially focusing on those to ensure the health and safety of your guests. I will now hand over to Julia, our Director of Conference and Event Sales, who will welcome you from our ballroom. And she will tell us more about the meeting and event spaces we have on offer for you.
Thank you, Anne. My name is Julia. I'm the Director of Conference and Event Sales here at Hilton Munich Airport, and I have the honor to present our conference space to you today. We are now at the moment, we are in our biggest function room, our ballroom Munich 1 and 2, where we use the occasion today to partner with our long-term partner KFP Encore to set up a little stage around me, which shows what we prepared in case of virtual or hybrid meetings. At the moment, it's a hybrid virtual setup. I'm sorry. This means we have the great staging behind me, and I present only to you people at home and in the office on the screen. We don't have any physical attendance, and the setup is just like that. But with a few works, we can simply change a little bit of the lighting and make it a hybrid solution. This then means that I present to both at the same time. I have people sitting here just in front of me, as we did in the past. And at the same time, we have the camera filming everything I do and a technician helping to present everything to the people at home. The offers for such setups are always very unique and individual, but you can rest assured that with our partner, KFP, we always find an individual solution for your needs. Besides this great ballroom, Munich 1 and 2, we have 30 more function rooms of every size for 1 people up to 500 people, plus in addition, of course, the atrium you already saw in the beginning for up to 1,200 people, which is also great for exhibitions. All our rooms are located on the ground floor and do have natural daylight. Just as a little example, we will show you how this looks in Munich 1 and 2. This is only the front part of the room, but you can already see the floor to ceiling, huge windows, and the sunny weather we have today in Munich. The space outside is the so-called beer garden terrace, which can be used as well for coffee breaks or creative workshop sessions outside. We are always happy to customize your event to your specific needs. You can also rest assured, of course, that as Pharma certified hotel, we know what is needed. This means we have a specific conference package for external pharmaceutical meetings where the food and beverage split is below 60 euro. So regarding the the compliance part, it is all taken care of and you can focus on the more important things. Furthermore, what is really great, I think, for our clients is that if you book Munich 1 and 2 as the plenary, we have 4 small breakout rooms outside. And if you add them to your booking in addition, you book the entire West Wing exclusively. This means you can open the door, close the door to the hallway, and even book a security, which then guards the door and checks for badges before letting anybody in, which is great, for example, for product launches, product presentations, to ensure the maximum of confidentiality. Last thing I would like to show you is our Hilton Event Ready program, which is part of Hilton Clean Stay. My colleagues already mentioned it. We have also defined 10 touch points in the meeting space area, the most frequent touch points, which we clean and disinfect not only during the evening, before, after the event, but also during the breaks. To ensure maximum security. Of course, we do also have the physically distanced setup, and we'll show you some pictures of that in a minute. We have disinfection wipes on every table, and last but not least, we also do have the same door seal we have for the guest room, which you already saw with Lisa. Of course, this is usually outside of the door. It's placed there after cleaning and disinfection. And in the morning when you arrive and your person on site arrives, he gets the key card and he is the first person to break the seal, enter the room, and knowing everything is perfectly clean. And just because today is the very sunny weather in Munich, I hand over quickly back to Lisa, who shows you another outside venue we have, which is very special for the airport location.
Now we're here in our stunning designer garden, which is a perfect outside location for coffee breaks or even receptions in the evening. You can also have this area exclusively, and if you have the west wing, then it's in front. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lisa. What an amazing weather today. You just gotta love Munich in spring. Thank you also to Julia, and although we're hoping to welcome you and your guests back in person soon to our hotel, it's great to see that we offer so many various virtual and hybrid meeting solutions for you in the meantime. As we've pointed out, the 10 high touch point areas in the bedrooms, we also focus on similar ones in our meeting spaces. So just to point these out here, we've talked about the disinfection, we've talked about the door seals. So that is pretty similar, both with Hilton Clean Stay in our bedrooms, as well as with Hilton Event Ready in our meeting rooms. Well, as with the number of meeting and event spaces we have, Julia did mention we have 30, so it's 30. And we're also quite flexible in terms of setup. Here are just a few examples, obviously now taking the socially distancing guidelines into consideration. Those are just a few examples of what we have in store for you. And obviously we would be delighted to discuss any of your individual requirements for your particular event. We also have various options for before we move on to those, Lisa was just telling us a little bit about our designer garden here, just a couple of snippets from our designer garden and how it can look like if you have your coffee breaks outside. So obviously if the weather is as nice and it's just the beginning of March, in summertime and in spring, you can use plenty of outdoor space for coffee breaks, for lunches, to get some fresh air in between. So that is brilliant for an airport property. So we also have various options with regards to food and beverage. So depending on the current health and safety regulations, we're now individually plating and serving all of our dishes. On the left-hand side, you can see étagères with healthy sweet and savory snacks. In the middle picture, you can see our so-called airline mode lunch, where you have your starter, your main course, and your dessert all served on one tray. And then on the right-hand side, you can see individual small tapas dishes, which obviously can be combined at your heart's desire. Well, let me see where Katarina is at.
So welcome back at the construction area of the hotel. Do you know that we are renovating at the moment 1 tower out of 3, which means 200 bedrooms. As soon as the renovation has been completed, we will start renovating the 2nd tower. So the total bedroom renovation will be completed by 2022. And as you can see, the construction workers are renovating the bedrooms by outside. So that means there will be no interaction through the hotel lobby. And we can easily accommodate all guests in one of the other 2 towers, and the guests won't be disturbed by any noise, of course, from the construction area. Now I would like to give back to Anne. Thank you.
Thank you, Katarina. Do come back in though. So I would also like to join every single one of you. I would also like to thank you for every single one of you for joining us this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed your tour through our mountain hub here at Hilton Munich Airport.